So I'm on going tube for the first time in live stream. How wonderful. I have been thinking of doing this for I think 2 weeks now, and more I have been thinking about it, the more I have came to these conclusions that I shouldn't do this and blah 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 blah. Well, it's Monday, and we are going into Amsterdam in Friday, early in the morning. And well, for the people who don't know, we are going to International Fashion Week of Amsterdam, or you shouldn't say the off in between, but I don't know why I say it every time. Anyway, I don't take any stress from that because I have been stressing out of that too. Yesterday I I tried to make this, 40 seconds intro, like this video hellos from Finland to Iffa, and I had to take it 20 times again because I was really not at all satisfied on how I was speaking. Come here, I'm missing. So I'm out with the dog, so I need to take care of him too. Well, anyway, after 20 takes, I got one clip, which was enough satisfying for me, and I still had to edit it into 2 pieces before I could send it to them. So, well, I don't know. My staff said that it was sweet and genuine, so I don't know if it's really good because I would rather look professional and efficient. So sweet and genuine it was, and it went, and let's move on. Obviously I'm not. So we have been doing I have done live streams through Facebook, and we made this vlog series last spring, like 1 year ago, with my team about making the last Revolt collection. And since that, I have only made few videos, or like, videos. And now I have been asked to do this again and again in different situations. And well, I thought like, okay. I tried to do this video for a whole weekend now, but finally I didn't because I got too... Well, sometimes I'm really hard on myself, and I really hate to do mistakes with my language. But the problem is that I'm going to hold a lecture in International Fashion Week Amsterdam on Sunday. And what happened was that I tried to figure out what I'm going to speak, and somehow I got into this like situation with myself that I didn't even want to speak English because it sounded so stupid. Or at least I think so, or I felt so. Maybe it was more like feeling, because everybody else seemed to think that it was totally okay, and I was speaking enough fluent English and blah blah. I think the problem is that I'm so used to speaking in Finnish when I speak publicly that I'm quite like how do you say that? Like, it's very easy for me, and I just blast myself off with the language. So when I'm speaking English, I feel that I'm not bringing out the best of me, and because I have been practicing so many years of speaking publicly, I feel that I'm under like executing myself. Do you say it like that? Execute. Yeah, executing myself. I thought like, am I going to kill myself now? Huh? Well, sometimes maybe I feel like that. But anyway, this was going to be an introduction, and happily there is nobody following me, so I just might go on. Yes, I was laughing to myself when I came back from the forest with Kami right now. I was like, goddamn, nobody's even going to follow you when you do the live stream, so just go off. go ahead, like don't overthink it, and you'll see what will happen. Anyway, this was going to be an introduction, so I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Paula Malleus, and well, for the people who don't know, and I'm running this business or enterprise. No, that's a stupid word. Business called Remake, and we are repairing and alterating and custom making clothing out of second-hand and recycled materials and clothes. And then for the past 5 years, this we have been doing for a decade, yeah. And for the past 5 years, I have been building up my own collection or label called MEM. And what is special about MEM is that it's entirely made out of post-consumer waste, which means that it's leftover clothes from second-hand chain. So it's the lowest crap you can get if you would rate the materials which are used by circularity. It's the lowest crap you can find. And my mission is to build up at least some kind of infrastructural methods how you could produce this kind of shit into new clothes straight up from the material, so you wouldn't have to, for example, make the second-hand clothing into fibers and somehow from that scratch again to fabrics, because it will just destroy the natural source savements these materials could make. Anyway, it's a long story. More about me. I so love to introduce myself. I'm not really, I don't get like an anxiety when I speak like this. If I held a lecture or if I have a speech or whatever. Well, now I will see on Sunday if I will be like, eek, because of the English. But anyway, I get really tight or like nervous when I have to introduce myself to a small group of people. Kami, don't pull all the time. Meow. And I might think this as one. So yeah, I'm Paula, and I'm 37 years old soon. I have my birthday in 2 weeks. I have 4 self-made babies, like children, and one I got as a present through my marriage to my husband, Janne. And then we have 2 cats and Kami, who I really love to take to the forest. I kind of go there for meditation. I'm all the time looking into totally wrong spot because I have been used to holding my camera or the phone other way around. Anyway, we could start moving because there is people coming and I don't want to look as if I'm totally crazy talking to this little box. I'm not that used to doing this. Anyway, I'm coming close to my 10 minutes, so what else about me? Well, I have been doing clothing since I was, well, I've been doing clothing like always. I don't remember a time when I didn't do clothing. I have been doing clothing already when I was 7, when I didn't have the permission to use the sewing machine. And I made up my own methods of making clothing. I took some transparent tape and scissors and I just cut the fabrics into shreds and I taped the stuff onto the Barbie. And yeah, I knew that it was not such a good idea, especially when I took the shreds out of the fabric from the middle of the fabric. That was not really... My mother was not really happy about that. But I have been doing things differently since I was a child, and I think I'm doing that still nowadays. But maybe more about that in the next episode or next live stream. Have a nice week, and we will tell you more about how it's going. Bye bye. How do you stop this? You can't. It's the X. Oh, sorry.